So I just came out to look at the garden, especially the cherry tomatoes. You can see some nice big fruits here. But you might notice that this plant has gone a bit wonky. And probably because this branch is pretty much filled with fruit. Like, bloody hell. Look how many fruit there are. How many can you count? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, at least 18, maybe more. So look at this. It's so heavy that it's literally pulling it down. So what I'll probably have to do is, you see this little, where my pinky is? Probably gonna tie this branch to this, tie this to this here in order to support it.
A few minutes later.
And here it is. This is the tie I've made to support this branch, well, this stem to this branch here. And hopefully, yes, it will stay stable and continue to grow fruits. And actually, I've counted these ones here. There are actually more here. There's probably about 6, maybe 10 more there. So yeah, this tomato is really giving a lot of fruits. And this is its neighbor, same species of tomato. Honestly, I don't know what species of tomato plant this is actually. I just bought these from the grocery shop. There was no label on it. It just says cherry tomatoes. And just cut it up and threw the seeds in some soil, and here it is about 3.5 months, 4 months later. So you can see its neighbor has also got a lot of fruits. Look almost like grapes actually. Lots of flowers as well. So yeah, this is very productive so far. I've also grown 2 other types of tomatoes. One is called Chitose cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to show it here. This is it. Chitose cherry tomatoes. Very delicious tomato actually. So again, I bought it from the grocery store, cut up 1 fruit, threw it in some soil and let it grow. I've got about a dozen of these plants. These are 2 of them here. And its neighbor, you might see, is starting to bear fruit. Lovely. So yeah, I really look forward to these ones because these tomatoes were delicious, very sweet, very juicy. So let's see how they do. And as well as the Chitose tomato, I've also got regular large tomatoes, which, well, there's several of them. One of them is here. Doesn't seem to be doing too well, to be honest. None of them are actually. You might see that one over there, in that little pot. That one is really not doing too well. Look at its leaves, all just like shrunken and sticking to the main stem. So maybe the climate's no good. Maybe my technique is just rubbish. But this is one of the nicer one. You can see flowers here, the top here. So that's encouraging. But no fruit so far. Hopefully it will. But oh well, if it doesn't. It's still a learning process. Besides that, I've also got some chilies growing. Here are the chili plant, one of several. Let's see if I can show you the fruit. Rather the flower first. So you can see this little thing that's hanging off the side here. There you go. That's a chili fruit, I believe. Moving on to the bitter gourds. So we've harvested about 1.5 dozen bitter gourds so far, just under a kg in harvest. So that's quite nice. Although I am seeing now that the plant, the vines, are not as happy as before. I'm not sure is it because it's getting old or I have seen a big grasshopper on it before, so maybe it's being eaten up by grasshoppers and other pests. I can see a little bug over there. Not sure can I catch it. There. There we go. Over there. So anyway, yeah, the plant ain't looking too good. Well, not all of it, but it's very clear that it's something is eating the leaves. Oh, there's a butterfly over there. So yeah, something's eating the leaves. They don't look too happy, especially this side here. It's still growing though, and it's still producing new vines. There's still some flowers shooting out. So it's still growing. It's just not very happy, and I'm not very happy as well. Not sure what to do about it though. But anyway, I've decided to extend the bitter gourd plot just by putting more scaffolds, more sticks, one pipe, just to give it more support, more space for it to spread essentially. And some of these leading vines, I've pretty much been spreading them to this new scaffold to encourage them to grow this way. We've still got a couple of fruits though that is near harvest. This is one of the big ones. I'm gonna guess, this is quite a hefty one actually. On average, I normally get about 50-60 gram per bitter gourd. This one feels heavy though. This might be a 70 or even 80 gram bitter gourd. Not quite ready though. Normally I wait for it to go a little bit yellow before I harvest it. So I will probably leave this for maybe a few more days, or unless I start to see insect bite marks, then I'll definitely harvest it by then. But I think I can let this hang on for a bit more. And there's one more bitter gourd in there. Let me try and zoom in. There you go. There's one more bitter gourd in there. This one actually is gone a bit green. A bit yellow around here. It's not very big though. Oh, you can see there's a dimple here actually. Can you see there's a dimple here? It probably has a small defect essentially. I might harvest it today, maybe tomorrow. Probably by tomorrow I'll harvest it. It's quite light though, maybe 50 grams, 60 grams at most. So yeah. And while this is quite an old plant to be honest. This bitter gourd plant is about 4 months old at this point. So I've got some seeds from it, and I've got these seeds to grow. Check it out. Bitter gourd saplings, I guess. So there is 3 growing in that bag there, 3 growing in here, and then 2 more growing in here. So I'm guessing once this old one, but maybe at some point I'll have to pull it all down. So, well, not actually pull it down, but just cut the main stem that's growing at the bottom here. Just see which ones look the oldest, the most dry ones. Cut it, and once the main stem is cut, the rest of it will just dry up and decay. And while that is happening, I can let these new ones start to take over and, I guess, colonize this plot once again. Not sure when to do it yet though. I'll at least wait for these ones to harvest. I have seen at least one more growing here. There it is. Can you see it? Looks like the size of a chili pepper, a small red chili pepper, but it's green and it's a mini bitter gourd essentially. It's probably about, get in focus. It's about the size of, a little finger essentially. It's very small, pretty cute actually. But I want to let this grow, then I'll harvest it later. And of course, since I'm out in the garden, I'll always say hello to the dogs. Hello, Vanquish. This is Vanquish, and then we've got in the corner we've got Minnie, and we've got Fania. Fania. Oh, there she goes. Come. Fania, come. Oh, here she comes. She's the grandma of this group. Her breath stinks, and I think she has the bat. I think she's the one who's been digging up the garden quite a bit. But oh well, she's like 9 years old, so just let her enjoy her retirement years, digging holes if she wishes. Yes. And this week is bath week for you, so they'll be enjoying that. They don't smell too bad actually, but Every 2 weeks I give them a bath. They like it a lot.